Mets baseball is back. I couldn't be more excited. Now, that is a very scary thing to say. I'm an optimistic Mets fan going into the season who hasn't heard this one before. Everyone, do not be like me. Do not get your hopes high. I am a fool. The Mets have me under some sort of spell, I think. It is the most toxic love-hate relationship on the face of the planet. But here I am. More importantly, Carson Benge is here. Yesterday it was reported that Carson Benge will make the Mets opening day roster and start in right field. This is so awesome. I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy for this Mets team. In the minors last season, across the Single-A, Double-A, and Triple-A, Benge hit .281, had an .857 OPS, 15 home runs, 73 RBI, and 22 stolen bases. Now, it's really important to not put too much pressure on these kids. We've seen it before. Ahmed Rosario, Dom Smith, these guys were high prospects, especially someone like Ahmed Rosario, who I believe was the #1 overall prospect, and how did that pan out? Same thing with Beatty and Vientos and Alvarez. These guys were huge prospects, and they really haven't lived up to expectations yet. As awesome as Benge has been so far, in 24 games in the AAA last year, Benge had a .178 batting average and a .583 OPS with 3 home runs. He kind of quickly made everyone forget about that though, as in spring training he hit .366 with an .874 OPS in 41 at-bats. So listen, I'm not telling you to not believe in Benge. I think he is a 5-tool player. He's got every trait you want in a baseball player. And I truly do believe he is going to be great. But if he's not great right away, don't boo him. Don't ruin his confidence. We've seen it too many times. I'm speaking to us as Met fans. Give this kid a chance first. If he struggles, it's okay. We have plenty of depth on this team. Who I do feel bad for is someone like Mike Tauchman, who had an awesome spring training and most likely was going to start in right field. Unfortunately, he got hurt. He is going to miss quite some time. So Benge got his opportunity, everything fell right into place, and now he's got his shot. I do really like that Benge and McLean are familiar with each other. They went to college together. I believe it said they were roommates or something along those lines. But it's awesome to come into a major league clubhouse and have a connection right away. It's an underrated part of sports that people don't talk about. If you're going into an unfamiliar clubhouse and you don't really know any of the guys and you just feel like you can't be yourself, it affects your play on the field. Oh, and another thing. If this kid does have an awesome first week or hits a home run his first at-bat, don't go screaming, saying we got Barry Bonds, this is it. We saw Brett Beatty hit a home run in his first major league at-bat, and while Beatty has been better, his MLB career has not panned out the way any of us thought it would. Same thing with Vientos after that 2024 season. Speaking of Beatty and Vientos, Benge being called up kind of leaves a question mark for both of them. Going into the season, dating back to, I don't know, maybe even a week ago, I assumed that Tauchman would play some right field, but Beatty would get majority of the play in right field this season. Now that looks like Benge for the time being. That means you have Polanco at first, Bichette at third, and I guess Beatty to DH. Where does that leave Vientos? It certainly doesn't help Vientos' case that he was absolutely awful in spring training and awful in the World Baseball Classic and awful last year. And outside of that 2024 year, hasn't really had much success in the MLB. So Vientos has a lot to prove this season, and I don't know how much of a chance he will get to really prove himself. I'd look out for Vientos to be a trade candidate at the deadline, especially if the Mets are rolling and they aren't using him much. They really don't have a use for him, especially when you have someone like Mauricio who's dying to get some playing time. If Vientos struggles with the little playing time he gets, Mauricio's the next man up, and Beatty's still there. Beatty, I'm not as worried about getting playing time. Again, I expected him to play right, but the Mets had informed him this offseason that he will be playing first, he will be playing second, he'll be playing third, he'll be playing left, right, DH, so he will get in there. It's a great thing to have depth. Beatty brings more to the table. That's why he's going to get in over Vientos. Unless Beatty's bat is just so unbelievably bad and he's so cold that they have no choice but to put Vientos at DH. But me personally, I'm a Brett Beatty believer. Brett, if you're watching this, I'm your biggest supporter, okay? All these fans, they're all fake. Me, #1. I never gave up on you, Brett. But seriously, if Benge comes up and sets the world on fire, there's some real questions in this Mets lineup. That leads me to talk about the lineup and the team as a whole. What is the outlook for this 2026 Mets team? Listen, I could see this being a 95-win team, or I could see this being a 75-win team. Pretty drastic change, but that's how I feel. The pitching staff is a big question mark. Will David Peterson bounce back? Will Senga bounce back? Will Manaea be good in whatever role he's going to be in? Certainly not the rotation right now. Will he be good piggybacking off starters, as they called it? I'm really not so sure. I don't think anyone's so sure about that. Peralta and McLean, I'm not worried about. Surprisingly enough, I'm really not too worried about Clay Holmes either. Last year was his first year back as a starter. His only problem last year was that he wasn't going deep into games. Maybe with another year of pitching under his belt, starting pitching that is, he will go deeper into games. And he was pretty solid, so not too worried about Clay Holmes. Bullpen's not all that good either. As much as I'd love to say I'm fully confident in this Mets team, I'm just not. Don't get me wrong, I am a little confident, or a lot of it confident. I mean, I think this team could win a World Series, hypothetically, but I could also see them missing the playoffs. Will Robert pan out? Will Beatty take the next step? Will Vientos be good? Will Alvarez finally live up to his power potential? Will the starting pitching be good? Will the bullpen be good? Will Jorge Polanco be good at first base? That's another thing. Don't expect Polanco to sit much at all this year. Even if he's struggling, Polanco is the Pete Alonso replacement, and they are paying him $20 million over the next 2 seasons. The front office wants to prove that they are right about this. It's a tough pill to swallow for front offices when the fan base tells you you're wrong and they end up being right. Like it or not, Polanco will be here to stay. But I believe in Polanco. I think he will be very similar to Eduardo Escobar. Switch hitter, power, not the best fielder, not super fast, but does everything decent enough to where he's in your lineup every day. If Carson Benge is that good, this Mets team can be that good. That's just one more weapon they have. Lineup, I'm not too worried about. Like I said, there are some question marks in there. It's more so the bullpen and the starting rotation that restricts me from fully putting all my chips in on the Mets this season. Although, I don't know.
Come on, man.
Oh, wow.
I'm all in. But that's enough out of me. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think the Mets are going to win the division this year? Do you think that they are going to win the World Series this year? More importantly, do you think Carson Benge is going to be a superstar? If you made it to the end of the video, please like, share, and subscribe. I've been working hard trying to be really consistent with this channel, so a like and a follow really does mean a lot. So that's it for me, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Let's go Mets.